So welcome everyone to your lunchtime yoga, very deeply committed yogis. And to start with, I just invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. If you're more comfortable leaving your eyes open, that's perfectly fine. But just take a moment to fully arrive to the space that you're in and to the time that you have committed to your practice. Maybe with a deep sense of gratitude for all these years that you have formed a community to practice together. So maybe a sense of gratitude for one another, even if you're not actually in the same space at this moment, but we're all connected anyway. We're all connected even through the screen, our energies. So just feel that for a moment. And then inviting you to truly allow your awareness to go inwards into your own being. Getting a sense what it feels like in your body at this moment. And noticing the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor beneath you. Giving permission to your own body to really let go into the space below you, into the floor, into the solidity of the carpet, of the yoga mat, the earth. Just letting yourselves feel held by the earth. And just noticing what it feels like in your eyes and facial muscles, allowing that area of the body to relax. Inviting the neck muscles to relax and ease. The shoulders to be soft, kind of melting down into the floor beneath you. Feeling your arms resting. As you bring your awareness into your hands, noticing the sensations in the hands. This is an area where we can usually pick up sensations more easily. So maybe noticing the temperature in the hands. Noticing any tingling or vibrating, pressure. And as you come into the front of your torso, just really taking in the openness through the chest area in this position that you have taken. Just allowing the chest to be open, the heart open. And then bringing your awareness down into the belly, and you might feel the gentle rise and fall of the belly with each breath. Beginning to notice the sensations of breathing in your body, whether it's the chest rising or falling, or the belly, or maybe a sense of the whole body breathing. Inviting your hips to relax, along with your pelvis, your legs, all the way down into your feet. And again, the feet are normally an area of the body where it's more easy to feel or connect with the sensations. So again, noticing the temperature in your feet. Maybe any tingling or vibrating pressure. Just a soft noticing of what's here, what's present in your body. And then bring your awareness into your whole body one more time and just noticing a general sense of ease, of more relaxation. And if that's not the case for you, that's perfectly fine. We're just bringing a loving attention to what is here. So if you perceive tension, maybe you can bring a loving awareness to those areas that's present for you. Just inviting it to be here with kindness and compassion for your body, for your being. And so now allow yourself to connect more fully with your breathing, however it's manifesting in your body at this moment. Noticing the length of the body, of the breath, whether it's relatively short or long, deep or shallow, relaxed or more tight. And again, just inviting the breath to express itself, flow through you however it's there at this time, however it's manifesting. And before we begin to start moving more, bring more movement into the body, we'll just bring more movement into the breath. So we're just going to practice one breathing exercise together. So whenever you're ready, you can breathe in to the count of 4. So breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Just holding the breath in for a moment. And then breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath out for a moment. And then beginning again, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4. And just continue to breathe in this way for a few more rounds, just noticing how this breathing exercise may bring a more soothing feeling into your whole body. So maybe finishing up one more last round of this type of breathing. And then when you feel ready, maybe with your eyes still closed, or if you want to open, that's fine too. I invite you just to hug your knees into your chest as you're still continuing to lie on the ground. And then if you want to just hold on to your knees with the palms of your hands and just open up the knees and the legs from each other and begin to make circles with your knees and your legs. So on an in-breath, you might move the legs away from each other, and as you circle the knees closer together again, you complete the circle. And then just breathing in, widening, breathing out, closing, just moving in a circle in your own way, in your own time. Most important here is just to stay connected with your own breath as you move in this way. And just a gentle invitation to the body to begin to move the legs, the hips, the arms. Just getting a feel for what it's like to move the body in this way. When you feel ready, as the knees come together again, you can pause for a moment and then begin to complete the circle in the other way. So just still doing the circles, just starting a different way this time. Continue to move, opening the legs, the hips, the arms. And then let yourself complete this next circle and then hug the knees in again towards the chest. When you're ready, from here you can just allow the knees to stay hugged in on their own and just open the arms out to the sides, releasing them onto the floor. So the backs of the hands will be touching down into the floor beneath you, arms out to the sides. And then on an in-breath, hug the knees in a little bit closer to the chest by themselves. And then as you exhale, lower your legs, your knees over to the right side. Hopefully they can touch all the way down onto the ground. If not, that's okay. As you inhale, bring the knees back to center, all the way up. And then as you exhale, let them come down on the left side of your space. And just continue to flow in this way, gently twisting the spine from side to side. Perhaps moving very gingerly to open your whole body in this way. And also wanted to welcome Ming. I know we can't see her, but she has, made it to the class and she's here. I just wanted to acknowledge that. It's good to see you all. And then the next time your legs are coming over to the left side, just let them stay down and just really relax down into the floor. Turning your head over to the right side when you feel ready. And just inviting a sense of relaxation into the legs, allowing them to really just relax down into the floor beneath you as best as you can. Taking a few deep breaths just into the shape that you have created with your body in this moment, in this stretch. Just some deep, gentle breaths, guiding them into your whole body, letting the whole body receive your breath. As you inhale, gently guide your knees and your legs back to the center over the chest. And then as you exhale, allow them to come down on the other side, very gingerly, very gently. And if it feels comfortable on your neck, you can now turn the head in the opposite direction of where the knees are stretching. And inviting a sense of relaxation into your head, your neck, into your arms and shoulders, into your spine, your hips and your legs, just breathing into all those areas with a deep sense of appreciation for your body, for the ways it can move and stretch. Just meeting your body wherever it is and just acknowledging how it wants to move today or not move today. So you're always welcome to adjust the pose in any way that feels right to you. So as you inhale, let your knees come back towards the chest. We're going to hug the knees in with our hands, just a little bit closer towards the chest, and feeling a nice stretch through the spine, through the legs. Just breathing into the front torso here, from the belly all the way up to the chest as you breathe in. And then chest down to the belly again as you breathe out. As you exhale, release the soles of the feet down onto your mat. And then we're just going to bring the left ankle right on top of the right knee. And then let your left knee really stretch out to the side, maybe encouraging as you place your fingertips to the side of that left knee and pressing it away from the body, beginning to feel the stretch in the hips. And then as you're ready, you can lift your right knee and foot off the ground. If it feels comfortable, you can lace your hands behind your right thigh, right leg, upper leg, and then just gently guiding the right knee in towards the chest. You want to flex both feet here in towards the legs. And then just begin to breathe into where you most feel the stretch, probably in your left hip and buttocks. Encouraging with each inhale to feel the body opening more, preparing for the stretch. And then as you exhale, relax more deeply into the stretch and where you're feeling it. Perhaps relaxing the shoulders down a bit more along with your out breaths. Maybe feeling a half smile on your lips just to help relax the whole face, facial muscles. Just inviting a general sense of relaxation more deeply into the body. On your next out breath, you can release the lacing of the hands and bring the arms out to the side onto the floor. Take another deep in-breath here, just hugging the right knee in a little bit closer towards the chest. And then as you exhale, release your legs over to the left side very slowly. So we're coming into a different kind of twist. If you can, relax your legs all the way down again, encouraging that left foot that's on top of the right knee to really press that right leg down towards the ground a bit more. And then turn your head over to the right again if it feels comfortable. If not, you can keep it straight, looking up towards the ceiling. But feeling your way into this deeper twist now that you have created with your body. Infusing the shape with your breath. Deepening your experience in the body through the breath, through the stretch. And then as you're ready, guide your knees back into the chest. We're going to hug the knees in one more time with the hands, drawing them closer towards the body. And then from here, gently let the soles of the feet release down into your mat again. And we're going to bring the left ankle on top, the right ankle on top of the left knee. And then again, take your right fingertips and press in towards the right knee so that the knee extends away from the body, encouraging the stretch already in the right hip. And then you can lift your left foot off the ground and lace your hands behind your leg, the left leg, gently guiding that left knee in towards the body as you flex both feet. And you may just relax the shoulder blades down towards the floor a little bit more as you infuse your breath to deepen into the stretch. With each in-breath, you might see what can open a little bit more in the body. And as you exhale, what parts can relax just a bit more. And just using your breath as an anchor here to allow the mind to stay with you, to stay connected with the body. Really cherishing and honoring this time of practice, not using this time to plan more work-related matters or family matters, but really being present to your body, to this moment. Coming back over and over again to this next breath. As you exhale, you can bring your left sole of the foot back down. Relax the arms out to the side, onto the floor, and then gently guide your legs over to the right side, all the way as best as you can. Taking a moment to let them come down. And then if you did so on the other side, see if it's comfortable to just turn your head over to the left in this particular shape that you have created with your body. And then just breathing, deepening the breath, deepening your experience of the moment. Each breath can be an aid to help you be more intimate with your current experience, more curious of what's happening in the body each moment. Just take another couple of breaths here. And then as you inhale, come out of the pose, hug the knees back into the chest with your hands. And then when you feel ready, you can just place your hands on top of the left knee and stretch your right leg all the way out to the extent that you're even pushing the right heel forward away from the body, really lengthening through the right leg here as you hug your left knee into the chest a little bit closer. And then when you're ready, you can straighten your left leg so the sole of the left leg will stretch up towards the ceiling, and you can interlace your hands around the back of your left thigh, pressing the sole of the left foot upwards towards the sky now. So the right foot is pressing forward, the left foot is pressing up, feeling the stretch in both legs as you infuse the stretch with your breath. And if you want to add an additional stretch, you can even walk your hand down on your left leg so that the torso comes off the ground, maybe even holding on to the ankle or lower leg if you're more stretched. But if you want to stay down, that's perfectly fine. Both stretches are equally beneficial. You can leave your torso down, or you can bring it up, guiding the head, the forehead towards the left knee if you feel up for the stretch. And just being here for a few more breaths. allowing the shoulders to relax, the eyes and facial muscles. Just breathing here. And then just relax out of the toes. If you had your torso up, let it relax back down. Hug your left knee into your chest again. And then in your own way, just switch sides. So we're going to straighten the left leg out on the mat and then hug your right knee into the chest. Taking a moment here to really begin to stretch the left heel forward away from the body as you hug your right knee in towards the chest, deepening that stretch here for a moment. And then as you're ready, you can stretch your right leg up towards the sky so that the sole of the foot stretches up towards the ceiling. And then placing your hands again behind your right thigh. And again, feeling that stretch now in both legs as you feel the left heel stretching forward, the right heel stretching up. Allowing the shoulders to stay relaxed here, the breath deep. And just really enjoying all these ways that the body can move and stretch once again. If you did so on the other side, you can walk your hands down your left leg and maybe hold on to your lower leg or ankle if you did that on the other side. Just balancing out both sides of the body in this way. So whatever you did on the other side, do that on this side now. You can have the torso off the ground, guiding the forehead towards the right knee. If you did that on the other side, wherever you are is just fine. Just breathing here. One more deep in-breath and out-breath here. And then as you exhale, lower your torso back down onto the floor, bend into your right knee, hug your knee in towards the chest. One last time, you can hug in both knees. And as you're ready, come down over to the left side and just relax your right hand onto the ground. Just taking in for a moment, letting all these floor poses that we have practiced to integrate into your whole body. Taking this time to send a few more nourishing breaths into your whole body. Noticing how you feel in this moment. And then very slowly you can press into your right palm, bring yourself up into a seated posture in your own way. And again, if you want to have the eyes open or closed, that's perfectly fine, whatever works for you. If it feels comfortable to sit in a cross-legged seat, that's wonderful. If not, you might want to have the legs stretched out. That also works. So we're just going to take a moment here to just really notice that we're sitting now, that we're in a seated posture, that we've left our lying down posture. And you can just let your hands rest on your thighs or knees. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Let the spine be long and yet your body at ease. So there's a sense of alertness and of relaxation at once in the body. And then as you breathe in, you can bring your arms out to the side and then lift them all the way up. Let your palms stretch, touch. And then as you exhale, relax your right hand down onto the mat and then stretch your left arm all the way over to the right side. As you breathe out, make a big circle in front of your mat on the ground, inhaling, reaching the arms back up. Let the palms touch. And then as you exhale, relax your left palm down onto the ground, stretching your right arm over to the left. Next, exhale, big circle in front of your body. And then as you inhale, reaching back up, maybe gazing up to the sky. Exhale, the right arm releases, left arm stretches over to the right side. And then next exhale, big circle in front of you again. Inhale, reaching up, gazing up. Exhale, left hand releases, stretching the right arm over to the left. Next exhale, big circle in front of you. And then inhale, breathing back up. So we're just going to continue this for a few rounds, alternately stretching in one direction and then the other, and completing with that big circle in front of your body. So big arm motion, big shoulder and arm opener in this particular flow, really bringing some additional prana, life force into the body, awakening the body to the practice now in these ways. And then the next time you find your right arm releasing onto the ground and stretching your left arm over to the right, we're just going to stay here in this deep side stretch, in this big side opener. See if you can relax your right shoulders down into the floor a bit more, down towards the floor, keeping your left buttock grounded on your mat. And then just really bringing some deeper life force into the stretch with your breath. You might want to draw your left shoulder blade more towards the space behind you so that the heart center can really lift here. And then as you exhale next time, feel your left fingertips stretching over to the right a little bit more. Just a bit more opening and stretching as you infuse your body with your breath. A few more breaths here. And then as you exhale, big arm movement down on the floor in front of you again. Inhaling, stretch your arms overhead, gaze up. And then as you exhale, let your left arm come down, your fingertips down into the floor, stretching the right arm over to the left. And then coming into stillness here in the pose as you relax your left shoulder blade down towards the floor. Keep your right buttock grounded down into your mat. And again, see if you can draw that right shoulder blade back towards the space behind you a bit more to open your chest. And then those right fingertips can stretch over to the left just a little bit more to deepen into the pose. And now all that's left is just to take some deep and full breaths, filling this pose with your whole prana, with the life force. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, bringing the torso back to center, reaching the arms up overhead. One more time, gazing up. And then as you exhale, bring the palms down the midline back towards the heart center. And then just relax your hands down again onto your thighs or knees. Relax the shoulders. Maybe close your eyes, just allowing this practice to be integrated into your body. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes again. You can now make your way up onto your hands and knees. If you're wearing socks, this might be a time to take them off so it doesn't become too slippery on the mat. So we'll just find our way with our hands right under the shoulders and our knees right under the hips. And we're just going to practice a few cat and cows just to warm up the spine a little bit more. So you've all done this a few thousand times, but I invite you to still stay present to each movement. So as you inhale, just lift your chest, lift your gaze, lift your chin into a cow pose. And then as you exhale, round your spine to relax into a cat stretch, really pressing that belly button in towards the spine, releasing the head. When you're ready, you can inhale again, returning into a cow pose, drawing the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, return into your cat stretch. So we'll just do that about 3 more times, just to allow a little time for the spine to open. For practice a bit more. Last one, wherever you are, we're all going to meet in our cat stretch, just for a few breaths. Feeling the palms really pressing down as you increase or deepen into your cat stretch for a moment, for a couple more breaths. And then exhale, release, and bring your torso up so that you're now just balancing on your knees and your lower legs. And then as you have come to take this particular sort of half standing posture, take a moment to stretch your right leg out to the side so that the toes are actually pointing forward. I don't know if you see my legs. I think you can see it a little bit, maybe not my toes, but my toes are pointing forward away into the space in front of the body. I think I'm going to make it so you can see my face again, though. So hopefully my guidance will still allow you to follow. We're going to bring our hands to the hips. And then on an in-breath, again, stretch your left arm up into the sky, all the way up so that you feel the chest opening. And then relax your right hand down the outside of the right upper leg. Take a deep in-breath here, reaching that left arm up. And exhale, we'll come into a side stretch again over to the right side. So it's another side stretch, which are really beneficial to bringing life force and breath into the lungs, into the heart. You can release your right ear down towards the left shoulder, towards the right shoulder, I'm sorry. And just breathe into the shape again that you've created with your body. Deep and full breaths here, appreciating the opening at the chest level, filling the lungs and heart with life force. Maybe feeling your whole body awakening a bit more in this particular stretch. Inhale, bring your torso back up. Left arm reaches up one more time. And then exhale, release the arm back down. Bring both hands to your waist, to your hip area. Bring your right leg back in. So you're once again just balancing on your knees. And then from here, we're going to stretch the left leg out to the side with the toes pointing forward. Take a moment to draw your shoulder blades back and down to really feel that opening in your chest. And then with the next in-breath, you can breathe your right arm up into the sky, lifting the heart center. And then let your left hand slide down the outside of your left leg. And then stretching all the way over to the left side, keeping your heart center open. Fingertips on your right hand stretching over to the left. And just deep breaths here as you relax your left ear down to your left shoulder. Deep and full breaths. Noticing with each in-breath what can open and lengthen a bit more. And on the out-breath, what can relax and let go. Couple more breaths here. On an in-breath, the torso back to center, right arm reaches up one last time. And then you exhale, you can guide that arm back. Both hands will be at the waist level as you guide your left knee back in, finding that same balance on the knees, on your mat. We'll come into a pose called the Yoga Mudra pose. So we're going to begin to stay on the knees and then just place the hands together behind you. Slowly begin to straighten at the elbows so that the arms are all the way stretched out, guiding the shoulder blades and back together as if you're squeezing an orange there between your shoulder blades. Maybe having your gaze lift a bit towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, slowly begin to lower the crown of your head down onto the mat and keep your arms stretched up, all the way up towards the ceiling. Keeping that lace with your fingers and just relaxing the crown of the head all the way down onto the mat as you keep your arms stretched away from the body overhead. Just letting the brain in particular to relax here and allowing all the thoughts to trickle down into the earth below you through the crown of the head. And it's a bit of a different stretch than we normally practice, just allowing the head to really relax down towards the earth here. Breathing all the way into the arms and hands behind you. And then when you're ready, release the arms, release the hands. Have the hands under the shoulders and gently guide your torso back up. We're going to keep the knees where they are. And then just stretch the arms all the way forward as far as you can. All the way forward, keeping your hips under the knees. And then just relax your head all the way down. You can relax your forehead down into the earth. You can relax your chin down, depending on how flexible you are. Just enjoying this deeper stretch. Through the shoulders, through the spine. Couple more breaths here, relaxing the shoulders, the spine, the back as best as you can. And then keep your body positioned just as it is. And then just draw your right arm underneath the space of your left knee and left shoulder all the way, kind of like coming into a thread the needle pose. And then from here, stretch your left leg all the way back. And then turn your weight onto the right shoulder and open your left arm up towards the sky. You can be on left toes if you want to, have your foot positioned in this way. And just breathe here deeply and fully. So you're resting on the back of your right side of the head. A few more deep breaths. And then exhale the left arm down, pressing into the left palm. Bring yourself back up onto a hands and knee position. And then we're just going to take a few cat and cow breaths here just to help the spine coming back into balance, into a straight position. And then returning just to hands and knees. We're going to repeat that threading the needle on the other side. So this time you can stretch your left arm up into the sky, all the way up. And then you can thread your needle again. Actually, I'm sorry, we're going to do it like Rob did, because that's how we did the other side. Rob, you were the teacher here, so everyone come back to your hands and knees. I apologize that we actually took a different starting position. So we're going to just stretch the arms forward on the mat as far as you can, and just coming into puppy dog pose one more time. So keep your knees under the hips and just relax your heart center down towards the mat. You can release the forehead into the ground or the chin if you're a little bit more stretchy. Just take a couple breaths here up and down the spine, all the way up and down, guiding the breath there. And then you can keep the position of the body just as it is again, and just bring your left arm underneath the space of the right shoulder and knee all the way over to the other side, kind of like in a thread the needle position. And then as you stretch your right leg back, you can come onto tippy toes. And then if you can, really open up that right arm into the sky. So it's a little bit of a balancing pose here as well. Let your left shoulder blade relax down into the ground. Keep your right arm up overhead, straightening the leg and back. And take a few powerful breaths here into this pose. And then whenever you're ready, you can very slowly find your way back onto hands and knees. We're gonna move our hands just a hand width forward in front towards the space in front of us. And then just curl the knees under, and you know where we're going here. We're gonna come into a downward dog. Just several breaths of really stretching out the whole spine, drawing the heels down towards the body, stretching the hips back, really allowing the whole palm of the hand to press down into the mat on both hands, having the arms straight and the chin relaxing down, eyes and facial muscles relaxed. And then when you're ready, you can lower your knees down again onto the ground, uncurl the toes and back of you. You're going to come into an arm balancing pose, just stretching and strengthening our arm muscles from here. So we're going to keep our hands right under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then stretch your left arm forward and your right leg back. So we're beginning by an alternate arm and leg balance on this side. Really just feeling that right heel stretching back as you stretch your left arm forward as best as you can, lengthening through both sides of the body. Keep pressing your right palm down as best as you can. Take some powerful breaths here. And then when you're ready, bend into your right knee and see if you can reach around with your left hand to reach the right ankle. And then really stretch that right knee up high into the sky and see if you can draw the left shoulder blade back to really make space for the heart here. We're going to be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just relax out of the pose. We're just going to come into a happy baby pose for a moment. So just coming down onto the forehead, releasing the arms down into the mat, just resting in happy baby for a moment. Take a few breaths again up and down the spine. Really nourishing the whole back body here with your breath. And then very slowly find your way back up to hands and knees, just the way we began on the other side. And then we'll repeat the alternate arm and leg on the other side. So stretch your right arm forward and then your left leg back, really pressing down evenly into all the finger pads on your left hand. Really drawing that left heel back and the right fingertips forward. Taking some powerful breaths again here. Filled with life force. When you're ready, you can bend into your left knee and then reach your right arm, hand around to find the left ankle of your foot. And then really opening that right shoulder here so that the heart center can lift. Drawing that left knee up a little bit higher as you hold on with your right hand. Take a few more breaths here in this balancing pose. And then exhale, release out of the pose. If it's comfortable, you can sit down on your heels. If you want to bypass that step, that's okay. We're just going to find our way all the way back down onto our backs, the way you started today. Just lying down flat on the mat. And we're just going to hug the knees into the chest one more time, rocking gently from side to side. As you come back to center, you can reach with your hands inside the knees and then hold on to the inside or outside of the soles of the feet and stretch your legs up high, coming into a happy baby pose so the feet can move away from one another. And then it's as if you're pressing the hands down into the soles of the feet and the soles of the feet up into the hands to deepen the stretch here in the hip. Maybe rocking gently from side to side. Ultimately, hug the knees into the chest one more time. Lift your forehead off the ground all the way to reach the knees. Make yourself small and tight as a little ball. Hold your breath out. And then as you need to exhale next time, just release into your resting pose into Shavasana, the way that we started today. Taking a moment to situate your whole body in a way that feels comfortable. So there can be a bend in the knees if you prefer that, or the legs all the way stretched out. And we'll just spend a few minutes here in our silent meditation, resting on the earth, inviting the whole body into stillness and relaxation, allowing the breath just to breathe in its own natural way as the eyes and facial muscles relax, the neck and shoulders soften, the front and the back torso just resting, along with the arms and the hands, the hips, the legs, and the feet. Body and mind just resting now, receiving the breath for these next couple of minutes. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. In your own way, you can invite some movement back into the body, maybe wiggling fingers and toes, moving your head from side to side. If you want to, you can stretch out your arms over the head, coming into a full body stretch, reaching the fingers behind you, the feet forward. And then we'll just hug the knees into this chest one final time. Releasing over into one side, into a happy baby pose, side of your choice. And just take a moment here to notice how you feel in this moment. If you feel ready to get up, you can press into the palm of the hand, lift your body back up into a seated posture. And we'll just have the palms pressing in towards one another in the front of the chest, and just acknowledging for a moment this time that we've shared with one another, and just wishing you all so well. May you all be happy and peaceful. May you all be healthy and strong. May you all be protected from inner and outer harm. And may you all live with ease. Thank you for allowing me to spend this time with you. I really appreciate it. So good to see you. Namaste.